in. Oh yes. Look at this. Sam. GT 500. First with a 455. Chevy SS. Backer, one of my favorite cars. 911, all-time favorite.
Is I love the story of how they started so small and grew so quickly. And there are cars that I call them moment cars. There are moments when things just landed perfectly.
Oh yeah. Look at that Lamborghini Miura. One of the most beautiful cars ever designed. This is it. Designed by Bertone. I don't know if it came in this color or not. Built in the late 60s, early 70s. Interior pretty simple. It's just the design of this thing. It's beautiful. 1960s supercar. Ooh boy. A little bit of a cyberpunk. Look at the rivets. Man. Going all out on this thing. So what about this? Are you talking about suspenders on the Shelby? Yeah, correct. So this one side, the other side is not quite a 5-point harness, but for 1960 something, that's as good as they got. Look at these arrows, cool. That's typical 60s. You got no tires and no brakes. It's all power. Shelby back. Love those lines. Oh boy. And the jewel of it all. There you go. Cobra engine. Magnificent automobile. All right, so what do you see here? There's 100. 100. Why? Because this is the 100th anniversary of Ford Motor Company. And they celebrated pretty good with the GT. Ford GT. Yeah, at the beginning we couldn't sell them. And what happened? Years after, and these puppies went up in price. They were about 150 or so when they came out, around 05. And then they went to about 400, $500,000. And now they kind of come down a little bit. 05 for GT. Oh yes, and this car is going no reserve, absolutely no reserve. So if the bid goes up to $100, somebody will get this 48 Jaguar. 48 Jaguar is called a post-war period. So they were putting together cars with whatever they had left. Those big headlines look like big leftover from the 30s. We don't know, but this is a magnificent car. Look at the interior on this one. Typical British, very, very narrow steering wheel, mahogany or some kind of finer wood dash. But this is what throws me off. Look at this, beautiful built-in right in the boots. We got all the tools you can need, including Thor's hammer. Darn! This is awesome. 48 Jag. 32 Auburn. Yes, boat tail. So all the magics, beautiful car. Look at this screen. Beautifully crafted. Small car inside, but this is where the magic happens. Right here on the back. Looks like an upside down boat. Beautiful car. Oh yeah. 32 Auburn Hawktail Speedster. Auburn. Built here in the USA back in the day. This is 32 in the height of the Depression. And there was somebody balling in this car. 32 Auburn. Oh yes, a 1936 De La Haye. Look at this beautiful car. This is usually something you see in Barrett Jackson. Very stylish, De La Haye. 1936 Depression era. There was somebody balling in this thing. Yeah. Usually people that are very high up, things like depression don't affect them like poor people does. De La Haye competition was a little bit lighter, a lot of aluminum components compared to the traditional De La Haye. Brushed aluminum dash. Extremely aerodynamic for the era. Oh yes, 36 De La Haye. Oh, that's the first generation right there. This is the second generation. Huge amount of Corvettes. So you're saying that about the backs?
Yeah, in other words, then they went to the second generation. And then they went to the Stingray. But this is a 61 here.
And this is a done-tough Corvette.
Yep, look at the back. The back is a Stingray Corvette. The front is this.
Oh, okay. So even though the second generation got the same as the Stingray. Oh, okay. That makes sense. So they don't have to redo the whole thing. This is a 63 with a split window. So they got the same back, but as you see, the front is a little different. The 61 from 6 to 63. Different car, about same backlights. Not this color. Oh yeah. Corvette galore. We got a Woody. Yeah, it's a Ford Woody. They thinking about 24,000 for this. 29 right at the beginning of the Depression. Oh yeah, that's a Woody for you. You can wish whatever. 20 to 30. Well, if it's original, maybe. I'm seeing a lot of big cars with no reserve. Do they know that the market is crap right now?
I don't know.
I don't know. Seems that they absolutely got to go.
44,000 people who want their cars auctioned.
Oh yeah, look at the stripes. Look a little bit like the Audi A4 I raced 2018 for the Grassroots Motorsports Challenge. My graphics looked a lot better than this one. No reserve, supercharged. A lot of cars no reserve today. Oh yeah. Turbocharged. A Volvo? Oh come on. R version. R design. Is that for racing? I don't know. I had one of these and it was okay. Until it wasn't. Ooh, big Chevy here. This is called the pre-stage. Pre-stage galore. Oh yeah, we got everything here, including an 85 Cushman, 22 horsepower. Yeah, this is something that you may see like a tuk-tuk in India. Well, it's equivalent, American equivalent. Stuff like this, usually you see it on Midwest on a big factory, something like that, used as a mule. They used to move stuff around the factory. Well, I don't know what this is. Whoop. But it's cool. Oh yeah.
Hey.
It's like a Nissan Pasajero. Don't know. I don't think they sell this in the US. Got a 4800. With a V8. Four-wheel drive. Oh, Nissan Patrol 6-speed. Inline 6. Oh yes. Very short wheelbase. Big tires. Stick. Oh yeah. And it got some Arabic on it. So this is not from anywhere here. Nissan Patrol. Well, I don't know why, but it seems that each time we come to Mecum, we find a Lamborghini tractor. So I don't know if it's the same one or there is a guy with a big warehouse and they got a Lamborghini. But yeah, it is a Lamborghini, 1966. That was about the time when Mr. Lamborghini knocked on Enzo Ferrari's door to tell him that the clutch and the transmission on the car was terrible, and he was he had some ideas how to fix it, and Mr. Enzo Ferrari, in typical Enzo Ferrari way, kind of blow him off, and he ended up with a Miura to kick his butt. Oh yeah, Lamborghini. 1992 Firebird. Well, nothing to write home about. It's a muscle car. I actually had a few of these. There's the 91, 92 were the ones with this kind of nose. Kind of a nose of Bianchi. It was a concept car that GM had, and eventually ended up in the C5 Corvette some years after. So this kind of Pontiac, they're pretty affordable still. They're very easy to work on. They take pretty much everything on the GM arsenal, so you can put all kind of engines and transmission in it. It's a lightweight car. It flexes a lot, so you have to really brace it. It's kind of a cheap. It's a good way to get into the sport and learn how to work on cars. Spartan kind of interior. But I still like, the way they look. Oh yeah, you want to see sweaty, barn find? Well, this is it, 1946 Singer, Model 9 Roadster. So how many Singers have you ever seen in your life? This might be my second, maybe? And I do this a lot. Yeah, the car runs. And runs, and they put some new stereo in it that ruins the whole vibe of the car. Why they do that, I do not understand. Oh, we're going to the room. Oh yes, 1966 Mark I road car. At the very beginning, when he had the 289, in the very beginning they tried at Le Mans, and it took several tries until they actually got it. So he took a big block forward to make it. 289 didn't have enough horsepower, and here we go. Look at how fancy this is. Oh, the specs, ooh la la. Highlights, ooh, photos, story, and equipment. All right. Oh yeah, so this is where everything started. Starting in 64, when somebody grabbing an AC Bristol from England, stuffing a 289 and call it a Cobra. That was Shelby, which was a very famous race car driver. He won Le Mans. I believe it was in 59 or something. He had a murmur in his heart, so doctors say you got to stop racing. So he went into producing the Shelby brand. He still raced a little bit years after he won the FIA championship in Europe. 63. Actually, this was the one that started. Look how fancy. Last year, I think they have the Ferraris here. They got the Cobra. 61.
So they have modern brakes and all this other stuff. So I think almost everything he sells is interior.
Yeah, not a whole lot of safety. You hope that your head is right under that roll when you roll over. The knockoff wheel. Draxnake. Yep, back in the 60s we had this slicks that look like truck tires. Yeah, they didn't stick a whole lot. That's why they were doing rolling starts and traction really sucked. But I bet in the 60s this car was not this beautiful and shiny. Nice interior. 65 Shelby factory stage 289 Dragon Snake. Oh yeah, we got the motorcycles here. Kirby. Somebody stole a fender from Kirby. Oh, we got Firebird. Adios, Firebird. Copper trim. Oh yeah. Mitchell Builders. It's a whole Mitchell collection here, I guess. Oh yeah, we might be in heaven. Look at this, Mopar heaven. Nice orangey 1970 Dodge Challenger RT. 446 back. 4-speed on the floor. Yep. The pistol drip. And this is a Crazy Plum something. Oh yes, and this year we're seeing a lot of no reserve motorcycles and cars. These are 46 Indian Chief. You know, this is out of my wheelhouse, but I've seen the Indian Chiefs of this era going for 100 grand in the past. I don't know what this can bring. It is definitely not a Harley Davidson, but look at that style. Suspension on the front. I love these things, especially the back, the way it flares out. That's style. 46 Indy. Oh my God, I want them all. 71 Plymouth Hemi Roadrunner, Sassy Grass Hemi. Another no reserve. You see a lot of no reserve today. You know, times are changing. I guess people are just liquidating. No reserve now with the soft market is going to be very dangerous. So you got no reserve. If you have $100,000 and they offer you 20, that's what it's going to go for. 68 Coronet Hemi Charger. You always demand some good money for this. These Hemis. Oh yeah. Oh, I don't know the difference between a 69 and a 70.
The 69s. So Carroll Shelby, actually, I think it was with Ford, went, and all they did was change the serial.
All right. So they changed the serial number and they changed the hood.
Yeah, they made it a 70 by changing the serial numbers.
On the hood.
And then the black paint or whatever on the hood.
Oh, just the paint.
Well, yeah.
So it's the same car, different paints. Oops.
They wanted to get rid of what they had left over. Because remember, here's when they started putting the small cars out.
Oh,
And they
okay.
had no horsepower.
Oh, yeah, it's a terrible Mustang 2. Poly glass, good year. I haven't seen that in a while. Poly glass.
Polyglass were before radials.
Yeah,
In fact, that looks like a recap.
it looks like a recap. I'm almost sure it is.
Yeah. See, so that's a bias belted tire.
Oh yes, we are in Mustang heaven. Yep, we got a Shelby out here, 1970. Look at this roof. Color is kind of a different color. And this red is different. I love the GT500. Look at this. Mach 1. We got the Mopars next door. Here's a regular Mustang. Fastback. 1974 Mustang. With a 428 Cobra. Woo, we got the big one here. On the disc rack. Ford Blue. Look at this. Plenty of class and Abolengo. 1932 Packard. 905 3.6 convertible Victoria. Well, the entire world was going through a big depression. These guys were balling. 32 Packard. Yep. Look at this. Those pedals and the steering wheel. I think one of them is timing. Perhaps the other one is throttle. I don't know. You guys tell me. The rack for the luggage. And the trunk, which was originally an actual trunk. These buttons that turn for the steering wheel. This is 1932. Look at all these chrome. 1932, in the middle of a depression. Oh yeah, this is where the pretty car is. We got some of the Mecum guys over there talking to the camera, and I'm doing my best not to scare the children. Oh yeah, I love this place. I can be here all day. So Jerry Seinfeld, he owns a Steve McQueen Porsche that he used in the movie, 1970. Ooh, look at this. Beautiful car. Steve McQueen, as he was recording this, the movie, he actually in one corner, he opened up and he let his kid get in, and he actually drove with his kid beside him
the story of Steve
for a couple turns.
917K would eventually jump into the world of highly sought-after collectibles.
92 coupon Porsche. Coupon? It is different from
It was a perfect combination of time,
it's like a prototype.
legacy, and history. There's a story my dad tells about his legacy. He was almost 71 and kept begging my grandfather to take him for a ride.
Chopin?
And so one final was a tailman.
1992.
When Wilson's in there, my grandpa pulled over.
Cockpit like a mouse car.
Around the lawn. So my dad was 9 years old driving the lawn. Fast forward to that day with Jerry, my dad got to do the same exact thing with me. It's really special. That car is special.
It is a road-going car for the 962
time in my grandfather's life,
mechanics.
my dad's especially, I think.
Oh yeah, let's see all these sprint cars and Indy cars. So Curtis, driven by Mr. Ford. Look at where through the little paths so you don't burn your elbow. Because your transmission is right there and it blows up, you blow with it. Strategic place to put it. All this back is full of fuel. So if you don't get killed by the transmission, the fuel will engulf you in flames without more fuel inside. No reserve. Man, there's a lot of no reserve here. A Lola, 66 Lola, IndyCar. Jackie Stewart. Is actually Sir Jackie Stewart. Tiny car. Then they grew up a little more. Back in the 80s, this is the configuration they have. They got the footwell ahead of the axis on the front, and each time they had an accident, usually the foot for the driver was the first thing to go. It took them about another 10 years to figure that out, and they stretched the wheelbase of the car in order to save the feet of the driver. It didn't cost them anything, but just a little common sense, because broken feet was like the #1 injury back in the late 70s, early 80s, because of that. Because you have your feet ahead, and that was the first thing to hit the wall. This is from Andretti. Human Haas, Mario Andretti, 86 Lola. Mario Andretti, one of the greatest drivers ever in the history of the United States, even though he was originally from Italy. Texaco Star. Janet Guthrie. His son raced also 20 years after. I don't know if he's still racing. I don't think so. Also, 69. Look how flat. Not a whole lot of aerodynamics. No wings. Just the whole car is the wing. Inboard. Steel disc. Huge pop-off valve. Man, I've never seen something this big. And tiny tires. Mm-hmm. 1971 Morris Marugger Ford Indy car. 63 Offenhausen. No reserve. No reserve. And more no reserve. Whatever they get, that's what they got. So he has to go. More no reserve. That's a true professional working with a true camera. Here I am with my little GoPro thing. Oh yes, we must be in heaven. Tacono Cummins. No reserve. Man, what a risk. Pretty easy there, 100 grand in this truck. A lot of custom work. And now he's going no reserve. Well, the market is pretty soft right now. 1971 Chevy C10. Estimate 100 to 150. Yeah, maybe 2 years ago. Oh yes. Custom 6-wheeler, 99 Dodge. I'm assuming the 91 Dodge is somewhere in there. Looks very cartoonish. Yeah, it looks like something out of a movie. Maybe a fiberglass. It doesn't look like the most comfortable seats. It's all in form. Look at this skeleton. You might see this in a movie like a Batman movie. Very special, very different. Hopefully we'll get some money for it. It's definitely different. 2022 Coco Camaro. Look at that air scoop. Yeah, it doesn't make it a best looking car, but never raced in showroom condition. 22. So for almost 3 years now, this thing is being in showroom. What a pity. Even got some Simpson laundry and some wheel bars. Awesome. Camaro SS. 3rd gen. 1st gen. 69. Almost the same car. Chances are 69 is a lot more money. 68. There's a few bourbons. 32 Ford, third window. Steel body, 32. Very classic. I love this detail lights. 64 Plymouth Belvedere, one of the fastest cars in the early 60s. Probably the fastest in 64, mostly due to the 426 engine. The car is not big, it was like a mid-size back then. Had all the goodies. 426, also called the elephant engine because it was so much bigger than the 392 that came before. And Mr. Don Garlitz was able to unravel the beast and figure out how to tune it for drag racing. We shall have smell vision. You can smell the 1960s in this car. You know it's clean, but you can tell, you can smell it. Max Wedge, 426 or 400 horsepower back in 64. Oh yeah, from the Apex collection, 1960 Cadillac Eldorado Beatrice. Beautiful car. Black leather. There's still a lot of people in here, but this is defining design right here. 1959, the biggest fins, biggest chrome, Eldorado. Eldorado means in Spanish, the golden. Oh yes, this is a boat. You really want to look like a baller? You drive a big boat like this, 10 to 8 miles per gallon. You don't care. 60 count. You like Chevys? Yeah, I like this 67 Chevy Chevelle. Beautiful color. Big block 396. This car had it all. It was cool. It was produced in big numbers, so you can actually find parts very easily for this car. It had in multiple trim levels, that is. Look at the red lines. Oh yeah. What about this one? With polyglass tires. The 454. What a bruiser for a quarter mile. Oh yeah. 250 horses. Oh yeah. That's a 1970 Chevy SS with the LS6. Chevelle SS with the 396. What do we got here? On the other side of the pond. Yep. 1967 E-Type. Kind of unique British theme. Special. Thank you for looking on the outside. Like any paint. The Jaguar. From the movie. It's a very basic injection. Another black simple Corvette. Oh yeah. NCRS. National Corvette Registry. That's all I know what it is. Look at this. Very unique. Stanley Steamer, 1906. Look at this exhaust. Oh. Yeah, Stanley Steamer. It's very similar to the car that burned the face of Jay Leno about a year ago. Stanley Steamer. It's actually a very smooth running car and a lot of torque and very silent. But right after that, the gas became cheap, affordable, and easy to find. Look at this. It's a Lambo with the Golf colors. It's not a Porsche, it's not a Ford, it's a Lambo. Alright. It is different. Engine 22. Huracan. That means hurricane. Oh, how did I miss this jewel over here? One of my Porsches. This is Niki Lauda, the guy that got burned alive and he still survived. G66 910. David Formula 1 driver, Niki Lauda. 910. Not a very famous, and he didn't race this one for too long. 1966, the year I was born. Still cool, awfully small. Ralph Stomnan and Hans Hermann. And now, what he has in the back. And someone's in front of the birthday. That's it. Let's see what he got. Yeah, the green color 2.0 flat 6. Look at this Mercedes. Ooh la la. Yeah, this is the big bucks right here. Big bucks. Very unique color. 55. Mercedes-Benz 55 is the year of the disaster in Le Mans. And Mercedes actually had to pull out. Ferrari Daytona, 1973. Very classic lines on this car. Well, this is the Tron bike. Oh yeah, Tron bike. Unfortunately, we don't have the lights on, but look at this. Does it run? Nobody knows. But it sure looks cool. Looks like slicks. Look how like that works. Yep. And two Neutron. Oh yeah, I love this thing.
Michael? Careful. Don't be a pain in the ass.
Oh yeah. Le Mans, the movie. The first like 20 minutes is just racing, pure racing.
The pressure of winning and losing.
Gotta see it.
A lot of people are to the right.
Oh yeah. We got an unheated tent, but we got asphalt floors. These tents are pretty sturdy, aluminum frame, kind of a TPO, same thing that you have on a typical roof for a commercial building. And we got plenty of cars. Let's go at it. Oh yeah, a Z23. This is a 1977. Not necessarily the best Camaro ever, although I do like them a lot because they look lightweight and they handle okay. Kind of a slim, less chunky than the first generation. But you know, during the 70s, all cars sucks. Well, most of them. Chevy Silverado, all dressed up. Smokey and the Bandit. Camaro 68, the 396. That says El Camino, the 396. I like it. And that was kind of Ferrari you saw at Miami Vice. Well, not this one. This is a 92. 512 Berlinetta Boxer, maybe. I love this. Oh yeah. By Pininfarina. Yeah, Pininfarina. They always sign the cars very, very small. Testarossa, 512. Beautiful Corvette. Ford Blue. What about this? It's quite unique. Catalina. Yes. Winter Catalina. The low stands. Mickey Thompson 389 motor, factory 4-speed. What I like the most is these wheels. They look like a short track racer. Catalina. Oh yeah. We have a pretty special Thunderbird here. It's an F code. It is actually supercharged. The engine is 312 cubic inches and it got 300 horses. Almost horsepower per cubic inch. Makes it pretty special. And they're asking and they'll be hoping to get north of $140,000 in this car. Contrary to the typical Thunderbird that might get like 30 grand. And it looks sharp. I think they're going for all the money in it. Hopefully they get it in this soft market. 57 Ford Thunderbird F code. No reserve. Look at this. In a Volkswagen. It was built over there in Germany, 1957, with a rock top. This is a 1200 cc's. This puppy's had like 40 horsepower, or maybe less than that. It was not fast, but back in the day, it was a cheap car to have. Very affordable, easy to maintain, easy to work, and everybody had one. I wish we can have a car like this that you can modify, you can race, you can do everything. 57 VW. Well, these Lincoln Town cars, they are old cars now. I mean, these are like 1990s Lincoln Town cars, Cartier sedan. No reserve, we gotta go. I actually love these cars. Back in the day, I had hair and I was a valet parker and I parked hundreds, maybe thousands of these cars. Extremely comfortable and a lot of space in the trunk. 1957 Lincoln Premier convertible. Look at this spacious boat. A lot of class. Beautiful steering wheel. We got something going on the seats. With the battery. The seat, they look kind of different. You got the big fins of the late 50s. Oh, a lot of chrome. A lot of metal. Beautiful, luxurious Premier Lincoln. These cars are different cars even though they look the same to me. Yep. Well, this one over here, got a Ford Fairlane 500 Galaxy. And this is the one with a big trunk. To put the big hardtop. One of the two have hardtop. Probably this one? We don't know. They look identical. Golly, same color and everything. The grill, bumper. This is a Sunliner, so the trimming is different. Different trimming.
Oh, you know what, Becky? Power top, manual top. Air conditioning, no air. This is the hard.
Ford on 500. Galaxy. Oh yeah, talking about big boats. There we go, you compare yourself. Oh yeah. Look at all these guys. Man, they really getting rid of all this. No reserve, no reserve, no reserve, no reserve. Oh my gooseneck. No reserve. All this classic, no reserve. I think I'm gonna try to bid one of these cars. I'm gonna be getting a car for $200. No reserve, more no reserve. They have to go. They have to go now. Oh boy. Buick 8. Oh yeah. The Oncola. Yep, 7 up. 1930s. Let's see what here. 1939 Ford CLE. Let's see the hole on the front. 1939 CLE. 1961 Lincoln Continental convertible. President Kennedy was killed in one very similar to this. 300 horsepower out of a 340. Extremely spacious. Direct competition for the Cadillac. A little bit more square, a little bit less stylish, but look at this. A lot of steel. Oh yes. And the suicide doors. Gotta love it. 61 Lincoln convertible in black. The C3 value, it depends mostly on the engine, because they spend a long time, since all the way till 82, since the 60s, so that's pretty much 3 decades with the same design. There's the ductile. Put that right in the middle. They usually put it right with support for the chassis around here or there. I'll put the whole bumper on struts. But it's a tube chassis, so maybe there's a tube behind it. And the carbon fiber ring. 1923 Ford GT Mark IV. Oh, yes. They put a lot of money into this thing. Gold-plated radiators. Look at that. Even the exhaust. It's been blue. Ford blue. Look at the complicated aerodynamics. You got a tunnel. Bring the air from the front. This hole over here is supposed to not only bring the hot air out from the tire, but also bring some vacuum, so the car gets better adhesion, mechanical traction to the track. Some air comes over here through the radiators, and the leftover comes this way to the wing. So they're trying to use every single bit of air to do something with it. These kind of cars, they can pretty much drive upside down if they're going fast enough. Ford GT. And we keep on seeing the absolute no reserve. That means that whatever comes up, that's what the car is going. There's plenty of cars here today with a no reserve. And it's a very soft market, so you know there are going to be a lot of good deals today. 62 convertible. And look at this. It's a modern 42, and you got to jump it. 409. It's all modified.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
Oh yeah. More GM. Firebird with a 400. For some reason, the Firebird is like an upgrade from the Camaro. Got more chrome. Got like a better sound deadening. And the prices don't command the same one as the Camaro. What a pity. I like them a lot. Oh yeah. Oh yes. CR1. No reserve. Look at this. All these cars, no reserve. Everybody's desperately trying to get rid of them. A lot of blood in the water. If you have money, this is going to be a good option. A lot of no reserves. Even the first generation. 54
Blue
Chevy Corvette with a blue flame motor.
That's what I'm saying.
Didn't have a whole lot of horsepower. But he was classy and unique when he came out. C3 Corvette. And here we have all mudded out C8. 21. El Camino. Demon. Another demon. I love this F100s. Love the grill. Again, no reserve. Number 53 Ford pickup truck. Look at the inside. All clean and tidy. Got the Ford emblem. Two-tone. Oh yes. Bunch of steel. Bunch of Chevy steel here. Everything. No reserve. No reserve. No reserve. Camaros, pickup trucks, Chevelles. Everything in the Sean Anderson collection. I don't know who Sean Anderson is. I don't know if he's still alive. But all his cars are going no reserve. That is blood in the water for the sharks to come. No reserve. There is only so much money out there. No reserve.
Green or something? Black?
Even this beautiful CJ5. This might be the most beautiful car here for me. 1960. Oh yeah. 3-speed, 4-cylinder. Very, very basic. But this color just makes it, you know, cool. I love it. Nope, it's locked. Oh yeah. That's when Jeeps used to be Jeeps. They didn't cost $100 grand. Tracy Plum, GTO Pontiac, first generation Corvette, 55. Corvette. No injection Chevy Impala convertible. Another one. See, they have the stencils here. They're in the process of putting them on the car. There's a 60 Chevrolet. So I'm assuming there's somebody here putting this up. Should have been done before, but here we are. Biscayne. Plenty of steel. No reserve. Kind of unique vehicle. 1970 K5 Blazer. It's all mudded out. Plenty of modification. Nice comfortable seats. Roll cages, very unique. Awesome. Pace car. Uh-huh. 396 with a 325 horsepower. Another 396. C3 is a Pontiac Solstice coupe. Never seen in coupe. GTP. Always saw these puppies in convertible. Yeah, it looks like a fat Miata. Not as good, of course. I believe the engine is a lot peppier than the Miata. C3. Big fat Henny. Love the wheels. They're Steelies. No reserve again. 75. K10. K stands for 4-wheel drive. The C is 2-wheel drive. Camaro 82. 500 Indianapolis. Cadillac Alante. Kind of unique engine. V8. 3rd gen Camaro. This thing is full. Golly. Look at this beauty here. Dodge 300. Camaro C28. Trans Am. Look alike. Alright, we got a 68 Pontiac Firebird convertible. Love this thing. Right next to an electric car charger. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Pontiac with a 400. Yeah, got the slips. Demon. This Demon is still selling. They stopped making them. Some people think that they'll become collectible at some point. It's beautiful. I love this. Fairly clean. Great color. GTO, the Ram Air. GTO. Ram Air. And 996 911 Turbo Cabriolet. Saying 996 is like a 99, 2000, 2001, 2002. We got the kind of fried egg lights. They had a lot of problems with the motor, the IMS. intermediate, some kind of bearing, and that made this year car very inexpensive. Although this is the turbo, nope, this has got a completely different engine. This didn't have any problems. Doesn't, unfortunately. Turbo. Yeah, they got a 3.6. Total different engine. So look at this, a 1938 Monarch snow motor. I didn't know in 1930s we'll have something like this. Look at this crazy thing. The engine apparently is inside a track, sort of like a World War I tank. Those on the track, metal. They will chop your foot right off. And a little small cabin. This is a 1938. And just a sled. Just a sled in the back. This was designed, engineered for the Forest Service of Portland. I'm assuming it's Portland, Ohio. Snow motor, manufactured by Monarch, Portland, Oregon. There you go, not Ohio. And we got the sled. The sled has no wheels, no nothing. And maybe they use this for Christmas. Right, so this is kind of a trike. Well, apparently they've been doing some burnouts or something. Maybe these are the DOT direct radio. Yep. Absolute no reserve. The hippie trike. That's what I'm going to call it. The hippie trike. Yep. I wish them good luck. Playing your bikes. Playing your bikes. Still my favorite from my era. Yeah. Plenty of smell of gasoline and oil. I don't see any stains on the floor yet. Apparently they don't have enough Harley Davidsons here. Harley Davidsons used to be very notorious for leaks. Oil leaks, that is. Around the 70s, and then they kind of perfected their machining and they got better, but they were awful. That's interesting. Oh. Augusta Rapido. A little Vespa from Lambretta. 125. Yeah, old toys got to go. When a recession is coming, everybody get rid of toys. The traffic lane going to the pre-stage. Hey, buddy. Huge Ambassador. Hit and miss ice cream machine. Early 20th century. Yeah, this whole thing maybe is like 3 horsepower. Sounds cool, highly inefficient, but I mean, back in the day. Oh yeah, even the dragsters are going for no reserve today. This fits somebody large. Never seen a cabin this big. Big slips. Oh yeah, you want a classy ride. This is it. A Bonneville, Pontiac Bonneville 1961 convertible. The top looks immaculate. Immaculate. Look at that low stems, kind of white track. That make Pontiac very famous back in the day. Slim silhouette and the very unique rims. Here in Mecum, they also got signs. Are they original signs back in the day? I don't know. Maybe they are recreations. But look at all these toys. If you got money, you come over here and you can get all the toys you want for your man cave. Oh yeah, big money. They usually go anywhere north of $4,000. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, depending on which brand and how original is it. They all look about the same. Restored to a T. Look at this. Here's a 3rd scale for a midget, for a kid. Kind of a brakes and strut engine. I like the proportions of it. I don't know who in the world can fit in there. It's a 2020 Porsche 917 Golf Junior car. No reserve. The toy has to go. More stuff. Car paraphernalia. All these big sounds. They usually can go for thousands of dollars if they're original. This one is in good shape. Got some porcelain enamel on top. Might be the real deal. Oh, look at this. Oh, that looks like a centerpiece. Ooh, American Racer statue. Sculpted in 2001. Steve Blossom. It's fiberglass. Okay. Yeah, imagine this thing on bronze will be extremely heavy. We're here for the real cars. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Wow! 82 AMC Spirit hatchback with a 383 and automatic. He looks stout. He looks stout. It may not be the great car, but big fat tires. It looks cool. And a roll cage. So that counts for something. Yeah, this thing used to be all-wheel drive. You find a lot of these in Colorado and in Oregon. There's a lot of snow and hills. Fat tires. Cool. Well, it is a Willys, 1949. Woo, baby. Making some noise. Hell yeah. Well, it's a 49 with Jeepster. This seems to be a driver. So Willys, very simple car. This is for road going. Most of them were just 2-wheel drive. Seems this one is 2-wheel drive also. Didn't command a lot of money, but it's a cool car to have. Have fun, go to the beach. Oh yeah, 26. There's a 26 Model T. I bet Henry Ford must be revolving in his tomb right now as a bright yellow for this thing. But hey, this is 2025. I think it looks quite good. Not necessarily very historical, but yeah, we're here to have fun. 1926 for Model T truck. Oh yes. Oh yeah. 67 Mini Cooper S. these puppies actually, they handle quite well. They don't have a whole lot of horses, but they're so light. They're lighter than a Miata. And they got quite a bit of space in there. You can put a family. Not a lot of groceries, but they handle great. When they came out, they revolutionized the whole market because they were so tiny. And in 1959, when they came out, they were like one of the first front-wheel drive cars for the masses. But he handled so great that is a symbol of the British people, sort of like the Volkswagen Beetle in other countries. That's the Mini Cooper S. Yes, it's a 56 Buick Special Sedan. Look at all that chrome. And if you have a little Honda Civic and they hit you with this thing, you're gone. You got little ports on the side, sort of like a fighter from World War II. Great lines. And we got some fins. 56 Buick Special. Great color. Cool. All right. This Camaro scheme when I was in college. C4 Corvettes, C3s, Ford. Seems like they've been taking some of the cars from here to the auction. I've been coming here for years and I still don't know exactly how this works. This Buick Riviera Grand Sport. Oh yes, I love this car. 65 Riviera GS hardtop. It's a gentleman's car. It already looks custom. The lights of this era usually are here, but no, let's put them somewhere else. People can't find them. Tan creamy color, not a sexy kind of color, but it is what it is. I think the money's right here on the front grill. Elegant car, awesome. Okay, do you believe that this Aeroflow was designed by Chrysler in 1936? Awesome lines. They were trying to be aerodynamic. It looks a little bit like a Bug, the Volkswagen Beetle. A little bit. In the 1930s, there was a lot of kind of a Art Deco, pretty design. Look at that grill. Worth a lot right there. Oh yeah. That grill is where the money is. 1936 Chrysler Airflow Coupe. Oh, competition car. Mecum Kissimmee 407. I don't know what that means. 67 Ford. Homer Moody racer. Homer Moody is well known for NASCAR. They actually did some road racing also. Powered by Homer Moody. More than likely, they're talking about the engine only. And you got the spare right in the back. Fuel cell in the trunk. Awesome. 1962 Ford Falcon panel wagon. I don't know that there was a panel wagon in 1962 for the Falcon. I don't know if this was built from a station wagon or what. But he got a 302. Got those beautiful wheels that we like from Ford in the 60s. It's not original for sure. But if they built it pretty good because it looks legit. It's good looking. And they got this emblem of Cobra. I don't know what part of a Cobra this thing may have, but looking good. And they're really asking. They're shooting for 80 to 100 grand for this thing. I don't know if they add a zero as a typo, but might be a typo, might not. I still like the grill. There you go, 62 wagon. This looked like the IROC series kind of car. Well, it's Trans Am, yeah. Trans Am race car. Trans Am was very popular in the 60s and 70s. There was a true fight between the big automotive companies, Ford with a Mustang, GM with a Camaro. We even had the AMC Javelin going for it. So he was a true, and there were, you know, cars that were purchased at the dealer. Eventually they become like a spec series. That's a true race car. That started like a regular car. That's the way it used to be back in the 60s and early 70s. Oh yeah, we got original Bronco with a 302. 1969, good year, 302. 3-speed. One owner. I don't think that owner didn't even paint this thing. Looks pretty original. Yeah. Metal roof. Looks pretty stock to me. Yeah. Awesome, 69 Bronco. 66 Mustang. Nothing special, nothing to write home about. It's automatic, air conditioning, and a 6-in-line. So this will be a good car that a female driver will like to drive. Or anybody for that matter. You don't need to shift any gears. We got the air conditioning down there, the Luke stock, the paint, well set. It's not perfect, but it's almost, we got little things, but 98% good. 66 Mustang. Edition. What fills it is, I don't know, but it got a 6.4 liter V8. I don't think they came stuck with that. So they brought that big motor from another Chrysler product in. Here we go. Oh yeah, look at this. We use a bumper to store water or something else. Off-roader. We haven't seen a whole lot of off-roaders this time. They used to be all the rage 2 years ago. Maybe coming down a little bit. 2015 Jeep Wrangler. 49 Ford pickup truck. They got plenty of patina. Yeah, it looks like paint, but it's really not. Got a patina on the ground. Seems that a patina was maybe agitated with maybe some lemon juice or something. It does not look natural at all. But from this one looks good. Cool wheels. Everybody's looking at it. Simple interior. Like I said, you know, you can tell where they spray something, some vinegar or other aesthetic. It's still cool. They got this touch. Got the belts. Yeah, because apparently the doors and hoods used to come open back in the day a lot. Ooh, absolute no reserve 52 MGTD Roadster. Little 12cc, 1200cc for speed. Yep, it's a peachy. Part of the British invasion at the very beginning of the 50s. We didn't have anything that handled here in the States, so they took advantage of that and they brought this small little roadsters. MG for you. 86 Land Rover Defender 110. They usually command a big number for these puppies. Exoskeleton. Yeah. They went through every nut and bolt on this thing. Apparently. Do not touch the truck. This used to be $100 grand worth of truck a couple of years ago. I don't know what they'll fetch right now. Maybe 50, 60? We don't know. Look about this. This is not our original Grand Sport. This is 1963. It's a tribute for the Grand Sport of that era. They did fairly okay. And it looks similar to the Grand Sport. Grand Sport, they only built about 5. There are about four or three of them still alive in one piece. Yep, nice tribute car. Very, very cool. Oh yes, you got a pair of Ferraris. Some Ferrari experts and enthusiasts, they say that the Ferrari Testarossa of this 1990, 80s, they're gonna be up in value soon. Apparently they have not been appreciating like other Ferraris. I'm not necessarily sure. There's some probability that the early ones with the carburetors were a pain in the batuki to fine tune. Perhaps they're not as easily to drive as the other ones, but you know, this is a 12-cylinder Ferrari. So I would like to know how much this one will be. This other Ferrari. Oh yeah, 72 Ferrari 365 GT/4. Yeah, you can stuff 4 people there. Because when you got a Ferrari, well, you want to go around with your family. Yeah, looks like a 240Z from the distance. Oh yes, 74 Ferrari Dino 246 GTS. V6 5-speed. Not too many produced in this color. Beautiful lines. Smaller kind of car. Ferrari Dino GT. Dino was Enzo Ferrari's son, but died very young. Actually, it looks a lot like the Porsche of the era, like a 906, 910. So yes, read over here is a 22 Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat. But what they did is put a custom 1971 carbon fiber conversion on top. Look at this rear. It looks kind of fat. And as you can tell, you know, that front looks way too wide. Back in the day, 71 used to cut a little bit narrower and it dishes a little too deep. So it looks more like a Camaro than a Cuda. But again, you know, they're trying to cover a bigger, fatter car. Apparently this is carbon fiber, at least it looks like carbon fiber. This will be like very expensive to do. The back looks more like the original one, even though it's slanted over here and it looks kind of cheapo. You know, chances are they spent a bunch of money on this thing. And it just looks fat. But that's okay. Somebody will buy it. Oh well, we got a 71 914. 914 was an attempt for Porsche to bring down the prices a little bit. So this car usually came with a 4-cylinder. This specifically, some variation came with a flat 6. This is a small flat 6, 2.0. They share the engine with I think it was the 910 Racer, and here it is with a 6, 1971 914 coupe. So do you know that Tommaso Pantera was built until 1987? I didn't. I thought it was a 1970s car. Well, this one is in black, gold wheels. It looks in very good shape. One of the best looking Panteras I've ever seen. Great condition. Oh yeah, we got the flares. I don't know if these were added or it came with the car. We got a big wing on it. The Tommaso Pantera. Beautiful car. So this is a right Plymouth Cuda, 1970. 1970 they changed the name from Barracuda to just Cuda. You know, because they feel they're cooler saying Cuda. With a 440 6-pack. Yeah, definitely this looks 100 times better than a carbon fiber copy of 2022 Challenger they tried to do on this Cuda. This is the real thing, got the proportions right. Beautiful. 53 Packard Caribbean convertible. It's a massive car. Yep, massive car. Look at the size of this thing. They'll see you on the road with this thing. Continental package in the back. Massive tires. Packard was a very strong contender to be against Cadillac. They had a very powerful drivetrains, awesome transmissions, and a good-looking quality car. That's Packard. Man, Ferraris, all years, all types. Look at that, 55 Spider, 575M. If you're gonna build a replica, it might as well be a cool replica. Build a replica like this of a GT40. Yep. I heard they're not the easiest thing to build, and the fact that the engine is on the back kind of complicate things. You're gonna put a cheap T5 Tremec or something like that, you'll have to fork out the money for probably a Porsche transmission or something like that. But look at this, it's pure sexiness. It's a replica for 66. I love it. 72 Ferrari Dino GT. Beautiful red color. It's not a Ferrari, but it sure looks like it. Because it is. Ferrari Dino. Dino was Enzo Ferrari's son, who died tragically. And they're expecting to get $450 to $550 for this car. Good luck with that. You know what Terlingua racing team is? Well, back in the day, after Carl Shelby kind of make all this name and fortune with the Cobra, he was actually making cars, mostly Mustang, in the middle of the desert, and they needed to come up with a name. And apparently there is Terlingua, some kind of animal in the desert, and that's what they named their car. That was the racing team. It was like a part-time thing, just kind of had fun. He still won a lot of races, even though he was retired. 1970 AMC Javelin. You don't see this every day. Yeah. It is a Javelin with a 390 from American Motors. It's done the AMX. The AMX had a pretty much a similar car with the rear seat delete, and the wheelbase was 1 or 2 foot shorter. Very similar to this, but it's got the right colors. That's it. We're picking a car, this 73 Mustang. They're really going at these wheels out here. What do you think? It's a beautiful paint, beautiful car, but the paint is just, these wheels, it'll be good in a Challenger or something, but it is a nice looking classic. But it's paint, right? I mean, very good. But the wheels are killing me. I don't have anything this nice, so I have no dog in the fight. It looks nice. He's got to overlook the wheel. And that is a 1973 Ford Mustang Fastback. You're asking over $100.
$500 six-pack.
Oh, look at this.
$5,000.
They got the pretty package.
Oh my God.
It looks nice.
Wait, I have to say about
That didn't transcend to the mirrors. I put this delicate, whatever mirrors are they? But come on, still hit the wheel. 1973 Charger. Yeah, Charger coupe. I love these cars. Look at the lines in the back. Oh yeah. You got a waist. You got hips. You got a big booty. Oh yes. This one got a kind of a wing that I don't think is doing a whole lot. That is there, looking good. The Charger RT. It's a big car. Don't expect to do very good in an autocross or road course on it, but on straight line does all right. Oh yeah, if you want to look tough, this is what you need. A Power Wagon. This is 1961 Power Wagon. This is pretty much reminiscent of the 3/4 ton truck, military truck, used in World War II in Korea. Power Wagon. I don't think he had like a whole lot of horsepower, but he got a lot of torque. And he was a workhorse. Not fast, but got the job done. This one got the good old wrench. Get you out of trouble. Dodge Power Wagon. Yeah, this Econoline is a pretty stripped down little truck. Well, look at this voluminous bed. They got a engine right on the front, 1965. 6 in line. It's got about the same drive line as the Falcon. This was a Navy truck according to the documentation. These cars actually have very little weight on the back, so if you have all the brakes and really good tires, you can pop the back when you slam the brake. They actually had to put some weights in the back So to keep it a little stable. Man, look at this customized. This is Mo Money. Mo Money. It's a huge truck. I've seen people dumping hundreds of thousands of dollars in big trucks like this. We got everything in custom suspension. Look at that, like the ones I use for the desert racers. Big wheels, big everything. Duramax. 2021. 4500 dually. So, are they gonna get their money back? I don't think so, but it's what you need. Pretty much competition for sound. We got all that. Oh yes. Mo Money. That's a 66 Jaguar Mark II. These puppies actually got a pretty good engine. I believe it was like 3.8 and a lot of torque. And they did pretty good on truck showroom class. Sometimes they call it saloon. And they handle great. Great looking car. And in case you're a little blind, that's a big license plate. You can't see it well. Cool. Man, look at this. This is some kind of a limo. You got a very high roof. Extremely comfortable back seat. Oh yeah. Now look at the fins. All black. With a lot of dust. Looks very comfortable. Maybe about 8 miles a gallon. 60 Cadillac Fleetwood. 75 limo. 1960. Cool. 2008 Maserati Gran Turismo Coupe with only 63,000 miles and no reserve. Well, this beautiful car over here, usually they go for fairly cheap. Why? They're very unreliable, and for some unknown reason, after people buy them for 80 grand or something, when they get old, they're a big pain in the patookie. A lot of maintenance, a lot of expense, so they pass it on for cheap and cheap. And many people that like to be ballers and look fine in a Maserati, they just get them for short term and they just drive it to the ground. They don't maintain them. They don't even change tires or oil or nothing. So you can pick this up, you know, an $80,000 car for $10,000, $5,000 I've seen. It's incredible. Depreciation of the Maserati is king. Well, this classic El Camino, beautiful paint, kind of took a trip to the hood and came up with some big rims. Great lines, you got fins and everything. But, you know, he'll take a special buyer for it. Beautiful car. You don't like the wheels, you can change them easy. All he takes is a trip to the car store. Oh yeah, 2001 Mazda Miata Special Edition Convertible. I actually got a 99. It's not Special Edition. Special edition usually have like all leather, and you got a torsion differential that you're able to use both wheels when you take off. But mine is about the same color, British Racing Green. I love these little things. They handle fantastic. Now that I'm older, I got a bad back, I'm considering finding something a little bigger.
$15,000.
For a little car going in no reserve. Oh yeah, Series 1 Jag E-Type. Look at that long hood. Got a 4.2, 6 in line, extremely fast, aerodynamic, classic, beautiful car. Love them. Yep, if you want a classy ride from the 60s. Usually this first series, the early 60s, fetch a little bit more money. They got little scallops on the hood. They got the covers over the headlamps, and they got the bumperettes. Later on in the 70s, they put big bumpers, and kind of the values went down from there. Oh yes, remember about 10 years ago that it was all the craze, these Volkswagen, they call it Combis in South America. It's a 73 Type 2. 73, chances are that it was built in Brazil, maybe. And apparently the more windows, the more money. But it's a good looking 1500 cc's. This thing got very little horsepower. Maybe about 40 horses to move all this. Color combination is good. The interior looks simple, clean. And you got the camping gear on it. And a big railroad type headlamp. Love it. 73 Volkswagen Type 2 camping bus. So is this turquoise or green, or I don't know much about colors, but I know that a lot of women love this color. It's very delicate. This is a 4-door. Now they're picking up in value because usually 4 doors were considered like a car for a taxi, but now people don't care. And that's a 57 4-door, and a very delicate kind of minty green. 1940 Plymouth Business Coupe. Coupe. Updated V8. Corvette C6 frame. So that's why you got those funky looking wheels. You got an outstanding paint in this. It's like a metallic gray. The Business Coupe, the thing was that this trunk was extremely long. You needed to drive all over the nation to sell your product, so you needed some kind of a big trunk to put all your samples, and this was it. You didn't, I believe you didn't even have a back seat. This one does right now, but it's been customized. Business Coupe. All right, Monte Carlo 1972. This is a nice Monte Carlo. It's not too big, it's not too small, and it moves fairly good. 1970, 71. Around 73, it got too big, too fat. It was like a land yacht, kind of comical. But this one is all right. Yep. A sea of cars. Most of them beautiful. Most of them valuable. Everything has a price tag. Oh yes, Ford with stripes. Look at this cutie. Alfa Romeo 2600. I believe this is a 6-cylinder. Alfa Romeo, designed by Bertone. Yeah, not the kind of car you see every day. 1964 Alfa Romeo 2600 Coupe. Yeah, 2.6 inline 6, 5-speed. Yeah, sports coupe. Right, an MG from the 30s. What is this? 1966 Volkswagen MG TD. Come on. Okay, so we got this things that we don't know exactly what they are. They look like Sherps. This one got an LSX. It looked like something built in America kind of thing, but with a unique body style. Yeah. They are the Sherps built in Belarus, and they actually have like a small diesel engine, and They're different configuration, but same concept. Very boxy, very tall tires, and the car is actually floats. This one looks like a sharp stew, but let's see what it is. 2024 Toot Titan 5-seater, 6.2 LS engine with a 495 horsepower automatic. Interesting. Got 12 miles. Oh, interesting vehicle. Love it. I think that's all those sharps, but it's built like a monster truck. That's what it looks like. A Toot. Sea of cars. Cool. Oh yeah, what kind of crapola is this? Yeah, he looks crappy. He looks old. He looks like perhaps might be a Bugatti Type 35 replica. I bet he has a flat foot. Yeah, got a Volkswagen chassis. Yeah, emulating a Bugatti. Yeah, quite a Bugatti it is. Oh yeah, it's a magnetic into the rust bucket. 54 Chevy 3100 panel truck with plenty of patina and some fancy LED lights and some Dolly Parton center wheels. Yep, it used to be the Tillman's Inn Barbecue. And that's the phone number if you want to call them. Panel truck, 3100. Ooh, amarillo. Yellow Thunderbird. White Thunderbird. Look at this. That's Superbird. 305 CI, what? Bobby Allison. 1968. Charger race car. Flash. Awesome.